to the Sortie gods. You could be onto something. Maybe I did. Call me crazy, but I want to do another one. So basically, if we do the predestined fate pilgrim's path, and we can do it, shit is good. But obviously, the real problem is we most likely won't be able to do it. So let's remind ourselves, what is this? Penance. Basically, we get one less draw. For the first 2 boss fights? Oh shit. But doesn't that mean we only draw 3? What do you mean manageable? Yeah, sure, but not if we only draw garbage, right? Like, keep in mind, we have 1 reduced draw from the turn draw, and if it always goes back into the draw pile, effectively we will be drawing it every single turn, unless we can What is the only solution against this? What can you think of to make this less painful? Yep. Yep. If you discard it. If you discard it, all of a sudden, it only comes back on deck shuffle. I don't know if when you remove it, it still counts. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that works that way, you know? Okay, which cards did we start off? Quantum Seed, nice. Creation and Destruction, nice. Drawing Slash and Darkness Secret Art Black Dance, okay. Let's get it. Look at the boss. Well, well, well. The only problem is we have to get there. That might just be the only hitch in our master plan. First, we actually have to get there. So let's see what a RIN Typhara can do together. RIN Farah, if you will. See, you know what I think is really beautiful about Typhara? Look at this. While the potential usually isn't as noticeable, in Sortie, Orlea and Typhara's final potential, 6 and 10% crit chance / crit damage respectively, they are 100% noticeable. And who better to take advantage of than a fucking 50% crit chance unit? 50! 50! How do you have 50 crit? I'll explain. Okay, let me break it down for you. I know I'm not gonna start dancing. So, number 1. 3% base crit chance that every character has. Number 2, 10% crit chance from potential, makes 13. Number 3, RIN's potential gives her 15% crit chance. Top right potential, 15% crit chance. So 10 plus 3 plus 15 makes it 28, right? Then she is the featured combatant this week, making it 38. And then we have 4 upgrades for 3% crit chance in the Sortie skill tree, giving us 12%. So 28% from RIN alone, 10% from being featured, 12% from Sortie. See, I'm not just believing in RIN for no reason. While I cannot guarantee that we have an actual fighting chance, I at least feel like if there ever was a time to start rinning and winning, it actually is now. The real problem though is Hype Mary is obviously still on raid up, and Hype Mary kinda clashes with RIN, so you can't really use RIN if you're using Hype Mary. She is still not used by the top leaderboards, that is true. But that might just very well be due to a lack of trying, a lack of belief, or a lack of simping. Whichever one of these 3 factors is the case, that one is at fault. Alright. So, let's get a Dialos Epiphany on the draw card. Perfect. Applying retain to it is a little weird. The lack of RIN makes you mad. Agreed. Or not enough copium. See, I have that in spades. I look at this leaderboard. You know, sometimes you just need a certain mindset. I look at this leaderboard. And while some of you might see despair, or a loss of hope, or the fact that, hey yo, this shit ain't happening, I still see a chance. You know? I still see a chance to have some fun. But it's not looking too good. So yeah, the tournament is pretty simple. Everybody who's currently enrolled in the chaoszeronightmare creator program has been invited to compete on getting the highest 30 out of 30 hardcore sortie score, while also having the condition of having to stream the entire, or having to stream 60%. I think that's the rule, having to stream 60% of the run. And yeah, that's pretty much that. I have hoped that we'll be getting an E6 Hype Mary guide sooner than you thought. I mean, then again, I did promise you I was gonna hold out a week, right? Call me crazy, but if you look at the calendar, today's Wednesday, my dudes. And you know what happened last Wednesday? Hype Mary came out. You know what that makes this Wednesday? A week after Hype Mary's release. 1 + 1 is 2. But so far, my will is still iron. My belief is unfounded. And my hope is higher than it ever needed to be. So we keep on gaming. We keep on winning until we start winning. 1 week anniversary with your wife, Mary. Factual. E6 Magna really helps. I have E1. If anything. Tops. But I have yet to dupe her. So, yeah. When's the deadline? Sunday, 15 UTC. So that's why we can take it a bit more slow. You know, we can be a bit more calm about it. We can take a chill pill, if you will. Your height Mary already pregnant. See, I didn't need to know that. You know, while the internet is a place of free speech to some degree, right? Some things are better kept unspoken. You know? You knew what you did. I will put you on blast. And ain't nobody gonna tell you you didn't earn that shit. Posting something on the internet has consequences. So the real question is, do you stand by this? So yeah, brother, do what you must. But maybe not tell me about it. maybe leave me out of the loop, you know? Owen is the father. Ooh, what a terrible stretch of 1.5 minutes to have eyes. What a terrible stretch to have the ability to read. What a terrible stretch to have the ability to understand words. Oof. Oof. I'd rather not. God damn it, man. How are you making me look? Right? Imagine if there's someone looking in from the outside and that is what they hear. What are they meant to think? You know, I'd rather be W Greet than W Goon, you know? I'd rather be greedy. See, this is the real reason. If you're looking for the reason why is he so greedy, what is he greedy about? He tries to prevent the dark future. He tries to prevent the dark future. He has to fight a very terrible battle all on his own, all alone. Yes, I played Morrimans. But I'm not playing it anymore. Alright, you know what? We're about to have ourselves a handshake here. Okay, I want you all to buy in on this deal. If RIN can beat this guy, I want you to put some respect on her name. Alright? If by some divine miracle we actually end up whooping this guy's ass, I want you to put some respect on RIN's name, alright? That's the deal. If. It's a lot of ifs, buts, whens, and hows. But I believe. You know what? It will all make sense in a bit. Okay, so we take a burn. Take the archetype. Get the archetype locked in. Get the face alignment locked in. and start going pedal to the metal. Ain't no two choices about it. Okay, so far so good. We are dealing damage. Somewhat, sometimes, maybe. Yeah, that's pretty bad. You know, the idea of him becoming stronger if you hit him a lot. It's pretty unfortunate. Severe punishment, but what did I do? Why am I being punished? I would argue this punishment is being carried out unjustly. I would argue the enemy is actually in fact in the wrong. If you can believe it. In court, I pled not guilty. Yeah, shit. I mean, it's only gonna get worse before it gets better, right? We're slowly nibbling through his shield. Okay. Okay, shield is broken. Shield is broken. Shield came back. But it's a tiny shield. So it doesn't count. Brother is half dead. He is half dead. And we are still half alive. On half alive. With the RIN ult! We stand a chance! We stand a chance! Holy shit! Now I just need to not fuck this up. Now I just need to not fuck this up. Keep in mind, brother, there is a turn after this. So while we might be winning, we have to win in convincing fashion. We have to leave no doubt to who actually dominated who in this one. There can be no doubt about the slaughter that happened today. And no doubt is what I'm going to leave. This brother got smoked by a launch unit. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Casual RIN W. Good shit. E4. E4 RIN. Give me a... Oh! Could it be a cerulean fate? No? Okay. But yeah, put some respect on my girl Rin's name. She earned it. Y'all didn't believe. Y'all said we were cooked. Y'all said we were washed. Y'all said we were dead. Who's standing now? Other characters can do this easily. Okay. Yeah. You know what? Sure. Okay. I'm waiting. Like, Leon Mascara. I will be waiting here until the end of the Sortie tournament. I will be waiting here until the end of the Sortie tournament. If you want to, I can eat a paper, print it out with your name on it. I don't care. I can eat a paper, and on that, there can be your name and your comment. I can eat that shit. I don't care. You have until Sunday, 15 UTC. The conditions are simple. First stage, maximum multipliers, non-maxed out skill tree, multiple characters, predetermined fate path, and make it happen. If it is that easy, then it shouldn't be a problem for you to prove me wrong, right? If you want to, then the challenge is on, right? Multiple characters by 15 UTC Sunday. If it's that easy, then make it happen. If it's that easy, then make it happen. I'm waiting for the clips. So, basically, we started our run with a negative fate. We started our run with Pilgrim's Path. So yeah, if it's that easy, make it happen, right? Feel free to send me a Discord DM, ping me in the Discord, do whatever you must. So now we have a question, gentlemen. Do we go Quantum Seed Divine for the long term? Or do we heal for 10%? Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. 10% isn't even a question. Make it happen! What's this? 1 AP? Treat it as a basic card. Create a random common skill card. That works. We have a RIN. That could work. At the end of the turn, if 3 or more cards in hand, 220% fixed shield. But 10 stress. Give me another divine. Straight from the ghetto. Make it big. Okay, when attack activate this card trigger. The move card is huge. Draw 1 attack card, 50% multiplier is nice. Draw 1 card, 1 morale is not as nice. So the question is, middle or attack card multiplier? Middle or attack card multiplier? I don't know. Yeah, probably move, right? Highest damage potential, yeah. Okay. Laser bitch. With a massive shield. Kiritoshimasu. That's what I thought. Merevo. Let's get the double hits in. Let's do a little bit of that harmonization. That is a huge heal. Did you guys see that shit? 381. Typhara is on something. I just can't prove it. Harmonization sadism. Yeah? Sure.
切り倒します。立ち上がる霧。心配想像の力よ。この想像の力よ。阻止してみせます。心配、私はこんなこともできます。このくらい想像の力よ。心配想像の力よ。このくらいなら問題ありません。私はこんなこともできます。命令を一刀斬首。切り倒します。はあ、この身を刀にして。
Kirito shimasu. Yeah, Typhara is cooking. I am not gonna doubt that. Why would I? Okay, we need to get rid of all attack cards in hand. Can we do that? I think so. So we do this attack. Hit him with that one. Do this one. Use this one. What could I possibly draw? Something useful, surely. Well, about that, you know. It's gonna be a dark, dark day when Rin actually does the breakdance to break down. It's gonna be a dark, dark day. 心配いりません。このくらいな。心配、私はこんなこともできます。切り倒し、波紋のごとく。命令を切り倒します。命令を立ち上がる霧。切り倒します。このくらいなら問題ありません。命令を沈み込む黒い霧。心配いりません。ぜひ味わってみてください。このくらい想像の力よ。この身を刀にして。この身を刀にして。切り倒します。立ち上がる霧。Slaughtered. How's Rin being built these days? This is still one of her primary builds, right? The ability to effectively upwards of 5 times a turn use Darkness Secret Art Annihilation or Darkness Secret Art Black Dance. But now with the rise, you could say, with the rise of value of the Darkness Secret Art Destruction card, which now draws you like 1,000,000 cards basically, and the fact that you can get draw divines and such on top, there can also be a deck during which you get 1 or 2 copies of Darkness Secret Art Destruction and instead focus on copying Darkness Secret Art Annihilation while running a one-off of Black Dance. Because it also gives shield as well, the draw card. Convert 4 random basic cards into common cards, increase damage, shield gain and heal amounts of common cards by 5% for each common card. That seems like a common W. What do we get? Those are a little expensive. But it should be better than basics. So, do we go with another draw card? Or do we take another buffing card? Let's take a buffing card. Alright, and then we're gonna flash the newly acquired buffing card. And then we're gonna go with the multiplicative 50. Oh, we could buy another inner art. We could buy a dual creation. Or we could remove a card.
ごゆっくりどうぞ。どうせ他のお客さんもいないし。選んでる間一杯だけ飲んでいいですか？で綺麗に消しましたよーっと。いつの間にいらっしゃい。どれを選んでも絶対満足しますって。今日ぜひぜひ生きてたらまた会いましょう。まあこれはスペシャルな標的ね。
Okay. What the fuck did he do last time? Last time we killed his minions and then all of a sudden the brother did nothing anymore. Does this mean we should try that again?
心を鎮めましょう。
Oh, this is about to be a slaughter.
切り倒します。気を集めます。命令をほころびる恋の子ら。切り倒します。ほころびる恋の子ら。
I forgot that it activates when we get attacked. Well, it's gonna be a bit less of a slaughter. You know, about that.
私の力をしっかりお見せします。今がチャンスです。努力の成果をお見せします。命令を。
Yep.
切り倒します。
You're really about to do it? I'm really about to do it.
命令を。
Let him know, RIN.
沈み込む黒い。
Good shit. Turn 1 looking nice. Turn 1 looking clean. Turn 1 looking fresh.
心配私にお任せください。このくらいなら問題や心配いりません。
You know, I don't really mind that you get exhaust, eternal hunger.
このくらいなら問題ありません。
I don't really care too much if you want to believe it.
心配私はこんなこともできます。この想像の力よ。想像の力よ。 何としても食い止めなければなりません。切り倒します。素早く。命令を。このくらいなら問題ありません。心配いりません。ぜひ味わってみてください。切り倒します。この身を刀にして。命令を。心を鎮めましょう。気を集めます。心を鎮めましょう。 切り倒します。命令を。この身を刀にして切り倒します。一等斬首。この身を刀にし気を集めます。命令を。
Yep. Yep.
切り倒します。この身を刀にして。このくらいなら問題ありません。私はこんなこともできます。
Yep.
命令を。沈み込む黒い。
Yep. That was over 4,000 damage right there.
心配いりません。
And you know what? It was so good. How about we just do it again? Yes, it's an official death tournament. Well. 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 One boss down. Two to go. First off, where the fuck are we? Well. Now if it ain't my favorite boss in the entire world, Void Week, hit amount based, hunger stacks. Well. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Keep in mind we have to get there first. Before we start glazing, we have to get there first. And he also has a shiny Pokemon variant, so it might just not be the one we are familiar with. Right? Might not just be the one we are familiar with. That is possible. And we could also die on the very next elite, because keep in mind, while things might look great today, and right now, we might just be dead in a ditch by next turn. So. Gentle ladies and mental gentles. Overflowing waves for the 2 AP just at the start of the battle, or rejecting misfortune for the ability to exhaust this stupid shit. I don't think it's that bad. I know turn 1 2 AP sounds enticing, but I don't think it's that big. I don't think it's that big. See, W agreed for a reason. Show me what you got. How about that? Who agrees that exemplary harmonization is actually better? Because in fact, starting from turn 3, we get more value. Right? Because it says 2 AP at the start of the battle. This, on the other hand, is a lot more enticing. Let's go. Penance is incinerate, by the way. Yes. Want to know what happens when you incinerate it? It comes back. So, while it is great that it has an incinerate effect, cool. Doesn't really change much, unfortunately. Now, who do we recruit into the gang? There's 2 top tier ones in here. Both Orlea and Naja would be amazing. I know that Orlea screams Orlea. But keep in mind, we can only ever have so many cards in our hand. Ah. Yep. You know what? There you go. Was it really a discussion, people? Huh? Was it really ever a ball game? I mean, this is the epitome of greatness. Specifically in this run. That is all about RIN. So yeah, maybe not. Okay. I feel like Naja could be a for us. I feel like Naja could be more consistent. Because we also get AP gen. Because the cards that we are guaranteed to get on Naja are, okay, we do get a Shackles of Hunger, so it'd be a Source of Healing. I mean, Veracity is like really cool. But Orlea does also have Growing Creature, right? But Double Katana sounds way cooler. It does. I kind of want to do it. Somebody said Double Katana sounds a lot cooler, right? The only problem is, I mean, you know, we do have a multi-hit character that we could use to boost the Shizuru stacks. We don't get any basics. We would get an Epiphanied Karmic Flames. This could work. This could work. The AP block, we don't have... yeah, the AP block against Typhara could be big ouch. Yeah. Yeah. No AP gain from Typhara could be big ouch. Then again, it doesn't have to mean we get the card. Just because the card exists doesn't mean we get it, right? We get a guaranteed Karmic Flames and then a 1 and 4. It could also be Tsukuyomi, it could be Oni Hunt. It doesn't have to be Bounded Dusk. Fuck. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. We got the Retain card that can give us upwards of a 200% damage bonus to the next attack card used. And if you're wondering, but how the fuck do we get the Veracity stacks? This is how we do it. We have a skill card that gives us enough Veracity stacks and draw one to fully boost whatever we want to boost by 200%. And get 3 predation stacks. So in a hypothetically, we're actually getting 3 additional hits of plus 80. Alright, let's see if this run ends on the next encounter. Let's see if this run ends on the next finale. I mean, it's kind of hilarious. That's a very deadly shot. Sure, sign me up. You know what? Sign me up. We need more veracity for predation to proc? No. Look, we generate 6 veracity here. I know it's only for the very first hit, but it's still 80% for one of the hits, right? So we will be left with 1 veracity stack. Get deadly shot at, my guy. Get deadly shot at. That's a very full hand. You gonna die. Okay, so he's dead. What do we do about the others? We do need to remember, AP is actually something we want to spend. That's a lot of healing. So, okay, how can I do a bunch of bullshit so I get hit so that I can heal? And if we want to spend AP, I guess mutation algorithm is the way to go, no? They have hunger, don't they? I'm looking for a way for us to heal. Okay, looks like a next round type of deal. Hamon no Gotok. We will use the power of Botox, right? That's what she said. Something like that. I don't know. So I'm being very greedy right now, hoping that we can get out a bit more healing. Because we're gonna need all the health in the world if we want to take on that elite. Quick question. Is the first ranking actually count as he technically started yesterday his stream on a Sortie run? See, this is what I'm hoping for. I'm like, I am not above winning on a technicality. Like, if you look at this, he did start his run before 0-0, and the tournament, I think, only started once the heroes changed, which didn't happen there yet. So, hypothetically, the guy with the 45k score doesn't count because he cheated, in a sense. But then again, the devs were pretty unclear about the specifics of when exactly it starts. We had to see the leaderboard. I mean, there you go, right? It's big, it's fat, it's nice. Okay, it sounds a little weird. But there you go. Yeah, you can see the leaderboard, right? See, I'm a professional, you know? Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? One evade of a battle seems cool. That seems kind of nice. Removing a card seems really tasty though as well. If I were to remove a card, which would it be? Probably Dark Mist first for Dark Mist Sword first form. But I think removing cards doesn't actually really improve our score at the end of the run, does it? How you maximize your score? I think the main chase is getting a specific fate. Getting a specific fate is actually the main way to increase your score. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't mind this card being divine. On shuffle, move from draw pile to hand. That's nice. Okay. 0 cost combo. No, combo is bad. See, the interaction between Dark Mist Sword Art Black Dance and a combo card is when you cast it, the combo card gets you, but we would use it before anyway. I don't know. Yeah, but treat it as a common card, draw one common card. How many interesting common cards do we have that we actually want to draw, right? I don't know. I mean, combo is kind of cool. It would allow us to play it at 0 AP. So on the left, we have draw consistency. In the middle, we have 0 AP cost. And on the right, we have additional draw. Do I have enough cards to combo with? I mean, the combo condition here is just when another combatant's card is activated. So that should be easy, relatively. I like the veracity consistency though. Maybe. Pass the second, yeah. You'd go for the combo, you think I wouldn't shuffle my deck as much. Alright, let's go with the combo. It's just another factor we have to keep in mind when we're playing because we don't have any undos. Right? We have no undos, no redos, nothing like that. So that also means we're kind of screwed on dice rolls. That was a close one. Success. Never punished. No, but look, if we feed him, we get more credits. And now we dip. And now we dip. I ain't pushing my luck any further than that. Okay. Yeah, these dudes block the hand real quick, but keep in mind the way they do it is by giving you a card whose cost you can reduce by hit count. So if we just hit them hard and often enough, it's not as much of a problem. So we just gotta strike hard and we gotta strike fast.
命令を切り倒します。立ち上がる霧。命令を波紋のごとく切り倒します。命令を
Combo?
切り倒します。沈み込む黒い霧。このくらいなら問題ありません。ぜひ味わってみてください。気を集めます。漂流剥がれた。命令を心を鎮めましょう。心配想像の力よ。切り倒し好みを刀にして。このくらい想像の力よ。心配いりません。想像の力よ。私にお任せください。このくらいのやあ心配いりません。このくらいなら問題ありません。
You.
心配いりません。
Uh-huh. There's a lot of healing.
このくらいなら問題ありません。
1,300... No, 1,440%. Only problem, we're max life. And it's ephemeral, so if we don't use it, it goes to waste anyway. It would have been 1,050% healing. We just regenerated 50% of our max HP in a singular card usage. 50%. Do you know keywords in front of the cards mean? That just means they are special editions. So think of it like new card sets. So basically it's the old cards from the seasons, but with a twist. So the mutation card set turns Forbidden Algorithm into this card, whereas for example the Bloom, right, turns it into this Spore Harvester, and then right, it's just Sortie exclusive card set effect variations. So that the cards, while they use the same base idea, aren't the same as during yeah, okay, now we could gamble on Forbidden Engraved Malice. You know what? Watch. It's gonna activate Darkness Secret and Annihilation, one Spore, and it's gonna draw something really nice. Huh? Now the draw something really nice part also works because the shit has combo. But I don't know if I want to use Contaminated Spores here, because if we use them, we lose them. So, big question. Big question we gotta ask ourselves here. Do we actually? I don't think so. I think Spores are actually more valuable in our hand. In fact. We need a hit count of 5. Where do we find that? You might ask. See, it's actually rather easy. I'm gonna use this, and we're going to draw a 1 in 5 Dark Mist Secret Art Black Dance. And if that doesn't work, at least we're gonna draw another Quantum Seed.
このくらいならもん私はこんなこともできます。
That's how you do it. You know? There's strategy to this. You know, another strategy could have also been using this earlier, but well, I think we actually did more damage that way. A very convenient turn of events. But now we have a problem, right? And that's because we're gonna get even more of these fuckers into our hand. And our hand will get more and more tiny. Like this one's gonna add 2 more next turn. This one is most likely gonna die this turn, so he's gonna add 2 more on top of that. So it's gonna get a little cramped in our hand. Rather quickly, actually. So while I would love to keep the contaminated spores, we're not gonna have a hand if we do. Right? We're just not gonna have a hand. Not with 6 of them fuckers. Same is true for this shit. It's great, but I gotta draw something. I mean, look at this garbage. What is this hand, right?
この身を刀にしておとなしくなる時間よ
The worst part is this penance curse. That shit is ass. And look, we're getting 2 more. This shit works like a 2 more. And look at the damage we're about to take. That's gonna be fun. But at least we're getting out of Godmother jail. And we're only half dead. So long as there's a breath left to breathe, there is a chance. And that chance we will take, ladies and gentlemen. While it might look like we are standing at the edge of an abyss, in fact, we have played everything to the highest of our abilities. No undos, no redos, no excuses. And we will keep trying. We will keep trying, and we will find a way to make it out of this alive. You might not see the vision yet. Maybe the way looks a little blurry. Maybe it is all just a far off future, but so far we keep fighting. And the moment RIN gets a mental breakdance, that might truly mean things are looking hella shit for us. Then again, that hasn't happened yet. So far, we are still in this ball game. Yeah, this thing getting activated on hit. Maybe not. Maybe not. There's a lot of high value cards here that I would have loved to play. But we're not dead. Then again, this turn draw, you know, this turn draw might just put a smile on my face. So, how do we kill him before we use this? Because we can then use this to reduce the cost of all these other fuckers. That would be the goal, right? Or we can just get it back. Okay, I'm save my save to 1 AP because it has lead. And I think we just kill him first, yeah. Hey, you know what? You stupid bitch of a boss. Hand size goes both ways. Yep. I know you wanted to put that debuff into our deck. Then again, you gave us one too many. One is all you get. Fucking bastard. Alright, let's continue. So far, we are still very much kicking. I think we've made it through the darkest of days. Then again, no celebrating too early. We got punished for that on the last fight already. We gotta go and stay hard until the very end. What I meant is we gotta stay attentive until the very end. Because if we lose due to a technicality, that would truly be frustrating. Holy damage boost. Okay, now, gentlemen, we still have to get out of this with as much HP as humanly possible. And that is by doing a 6-hit attack. Because we have 6 stacks of veracity. So we give him 1 hit. Then we give him another. And then we send him back to his mother. Woo! We did that shit. We did that shit. Empowered, boss, triple bastards, maximum gameplay, no undos, no redos. We made it. We made it. RIN keeps winning. So far. Each time a fate is gained 70 credits. Alright. I mean, I don't know how many fates you expect us to still get, but I'm on. Do not look a gift horse in its mouth. If you want to gift me a 4-hitter with 1 cost, 1 draw and haste, I shall gladly accept. Because I feel like even if we take this, ain't no way we're making our deck worse by taking it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. 1 hit count to basic attack cards. Let me find my basic attacks real quick. Searching. Analyzing. Bzzzt, bzzzt, bzzzt. Error. Error. No basic attacks left. What are you doing? Fuck. So yeah, that item's a no-go. That item's yeah. That item's a nothing burger. When a 3 cost or higher card is activated, well, we don't have those, but there is a chance Naja might get it, so we were talking about, but we would never activate it 3 cost. Top looks like good. Top looks like good idea. Hey, Predator, what's up, my homie? At the start of the battle, at the start of the turn of below 40, heal 8. Or we could battle you. Don't you give credits per hit count? Sure. You know what? The failure is initiate battle. The success is getting it with an encounter. Okay. Let's go. So, when health decreases, gains 14 to 16 credits. Okay. How many times can we hit him before he runs away? How many times can we hit him before he runs away? That is the real question here. That's 4. Yep. You think what I think, what everybody else thinks, what we all think. Exactly my thoughts, gentlemen. Now the question is, do we go overboard? Do we go overboard and try to squeeze out a bit more? I mean, the fight should be longer than a turn, right? So I feel like we should get these egos back. Hit that shit. I don't know, our credits don't really seem to be increasing much. Okay, you know what? It's actually not that deep. If Giant Gluttony of the Void reaches 0, the Massive Devourer dies. He only has 5 stacks left. You know what? We might very well not make back our investment, ladies and gentlemen. We might have overreacted. Well, nothing better than going into an elite fight without ego skills, right? Man, I wish I had some fucking undos. But I guess we could stall. I know we need to heal. I can see the messages. I'm just looking at this card being like, that's a card. Okay, he runs now. And we didn't really get much of a chance to heal. Probably should have used up the spores. Well, this could be fun. Next time I know not to use the ego skill. You know, I really thought we could get more credits out of this. But, I have no idea if we even got more than 140. This entire event encounter seemed a little disappointing, not gonna lie to you. More damage or harmonization heal? I feel like we could get healing more elsewhere as well, so... Especially, yeah, look, especially with the... Oh, okay, we could just get everything. But we are already full health, so let's get the card draw. Okay, yeah. Was this meant to be a question mark area or was this meant to be a fight? Did we get robbed? Oh no, it was meant to be a fight. Okay. Super random question. Rate our current HP amount. I think that shit is clean as fuck. I think that gives us so much aura, and the only reason why we're still alive is because we got 2000 flat HP. I think one of the only reasons why we're still alive is because that one just gives us, it just gives us plot armor basically. Having that amount of health. I think it just gives us plot armor. Watch how this guy's gonna hit us for 1.5k. Then we better kill him before that happens. Okay, he's gonna hit us for 440. Oh, but also we need to stall a little bit. Because if we do, we can get our ego skills back. See, you might be wondering, hey, but why do you need to get your ego skills back? Don't question it, okay? They just got taken away from me. And now I need to get them back, alright? It's like Mario trying to save Peach. It's just the natural order of things. These ego skills, they just, you know, they just went missing. They just went missing. There's nothing much I can do about it. There was nothing much I could have done about it in the moment as well, so... You gotta take it as it comes, right? I still think it is very unfair how the devs have taken it away from us. But we are very gracious, right? So... we don't really hold it against the devs. Like... We're not spiteful, right? We don't really care why the devs took it away. The important part is that we get it back. Is this game worth the try? You think we're having fun? Does it look like we're having fun? Because if we do, then you should try the game. Okay, gentlemen. Do we have too many cards already? I feel like we're getting to the point where we already have a ton of cards. And any more cards that we gain might just tip the balance too much. Sorry, but the white line under the game is so annoying. I know, that's why I'm hiding it. See, for some reason, the game doesn't properly show in, like here, for example, I show you the reason why I do it. If I put this into full screen and I apply, while I might be in full screen now, my cursor's gone. And the screen is black. But, see, not having a cursor and having the stream freeze isn't really worth it. So now I need to go back through the menus without a cursor. That's awesome. No, that was the wrong button. I'll be back here any second now. No, 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 no. I can show you, like, I'm not lying. See, this is how it looks. Oh, I have a cursor now. Now it's gone. Now it's black. This is display mode. This is meant to show you my display, but it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Well, let's just go back. No, the problem is more about also using a recording software to record the game, which starts making a couple problems when you go full screen, right? Exactly. Like, it's not like this should bother any of you. Like, you don't really see the white bars. Right? So I think we should be fine. Whee. How come every gacha game, the leaderboard always Asian letters? Because they're really good at these games. They no-life the games more no-lifeable than you could ever no-life them. Okay. So, once again, the question. Is our deck already saturated? Or is there a space for another annihilation? Because keep in mind, for example, here, we can always guarantee getting the one annihilation back until we create another one. Skip, yeah. Yeah, never fix a running system or something, right? Ooh. Increase damage amount of the second card. You know, sometimes in life you gotta fight for the things you want. While there might be a chance that you end up dying, it is worth fighting for. And we also have a +3 on the dice roll. So we either roll an 8 and get that shit instantly, or we have to fight them to get it. Let's see what's gonna be. See, this is how we roll. Could I remove chat? Is it too big? All right. Okay, let me get a quick poll. Chat on, chat off. Like, I still see your messages. Let's see. Chat off. Chat on or off. We can also just make it smaller. On, off, smaller. All right, let's go. Let me know what you want to do, right? We are a community stream here. We can decide things on our own. But chat want to be on the big screen. They need to be able to see each other, true. I can make a poll on Twitch, but I don't think anything would change. I mean, hey, you know what? See, the problem is, if this changes, what do I do, right? But I sure. On chat. See, it just takes me way longer to do it. I need some moderators on Twitch who can make the same. Okay. Twitch people. I need somebody I can trust. Do I have some Twitch people I can trust? The only thing you need to do is when I make a poll on YouTube, you make that shit on Twitch as well. Do we have somebody who think you can do it? Do we have somebody who thinks he can do it? Hell no. Trust on Twitch, XD. You got me? Shit, I don't know. Preferably a subscriber, because I at least know you invested monetarily. Okay, so let's put Twitch polls on hold for now. Fuck that. All right. The next thing is gonna be like, what do you like more, boobs or ass, height, marry or RIN, right? That's the kind of posts that are gonna be run on Twitch. So how about we just stay with the winning system? How about we just stay with the winning system and we keep doing what we've been doing? So, what is the solution? Is smaller. Okay, how small? I'm going to resize you, and I just want to see smaller or bigger until we find the perfect size for chat. Look on the screen. Are you happy with your current performance? With your current girth? And then, yeah. Okay, smaller. Okay. We see some smallers, some biggers. Smallers. It's not about the size of the chat, it's just how about you use it. Okay, okay, makes sense, makes sense. Make the leaderboard smaller too. Equality. Okay. If chat gets smaller, leaderboard gets knocked down a peg as well. I can agree to that. Good enough. This is good. Okay. Next one. A leaderboard in chat where? Where do you want to be? Small size, bigger font? Make myself bigger? No. On my head. Outside the game. Okay, gentlemen. Good stuff? Okay, keep in mind we have a fight to win. 30% increased attack card from the second card, attack card onwards, so we need to remember do an attack card before we do our big bursts. Let's make sure it's actually going onto RIN. Fantastic. Oh, also, we might just have to try to find a way to spend 3 AP so we can get the damage bonus, but that feels a little complicated. Is the new memory fragment good on Magna? 100%. 100%. The new memory fragment set is fantastic on Magna. 100%. And that is because she has a bunch of fucking shields. And every time you do it, you get upwards of a 25% counterattack damage buff. Counterattacks is what Magna lives and dies for. So 100%. 100%. When is gonna be the RIN cosplay stream? That's a good question. Okay. So lead, combo, draw. So this guy here, every time we use an attack card, he changes his actions. Preferably, we never want, we want him in a 1-sword state. 2-sword state is okay. X state, and we're cooked. X state refers to, like the symbol, right? I'm talking about the symbol right here. So, let's see. We use one attacker, what happens? Star. The problem is Star makes us weaker for 5 attack cards and makes him stronger.
命令を。何をすればいいの？
Yeah, he's chunky. And he also is a empowered elite, so... Yeah. Okay. Before you start glazing what I just did there, I will be brutally honest with you. That was unintentional. Tiana partner skill, I mainly used it for the ego cost reduction. Right? I didn't intend to draw an exhaust card that happened to be the contaminated spore container. Right? Before you get any wrong ideas. Also, you know what the real problem is? The real gamble? We cannot undo. So if we play an attack card into a horror, it's gonna be a horror. Okay, confusion. Steal 2 cards. Our next 2 hits we take are 2 more dangerous, and our next 2 shields generated are 2 weaker. It's better than becoming weakened and him gaining morale. And I don't think we should gamble in hopes of getting something better. Let's see what he takes. Okay, he took the upgrade card. Oh shit, oh, he took from our deck. Well, shit. Whoops. Okay, so he's in a 3 morale state. That'd be very bad. 3 morale, very bad. So, how about... one morale, steal a card, and deal damage. It's okay, we can still heal better this early. I don't like him eating our cards, but I still think we got ahead in this trade. Okay, here, this is what I talked about. X, right? X bad. X big damage. X big ouchie. Confusion is okay, but we have a lot more hits to give. Kirito shimasu. X, very bad. But remember, we have a lot more hits to give. Morale, bad. But remember, we have a lot more hits to give. Vulnerability and absorb. We are not gonna risk that. Draw an attack card of this unit. That's oddly specific. Flawless victory is what you call that. Okay. What is our reward for taking on this empowered elite? Harmonization equipment. For reference, we have nope, nope, yes, nope, nope, yes. We have 2. We need 6. Ooh, that is sweet, but I think while 18% attack is kind of nutty every even turn, we go with the 30% bonus from the second attack card onwards, and we just smack it. But Naja doesn't have any attack cards. So do we replace this? When a card is exhausted, damage amount to recover 8? Probably. But Typhara also barely has any attack cards. She has like 1. Yeah, the defense is gonna be huge for healing as well. Yeah, fuck no. We aren't taking any more cards. Purple equipment! Give me a crazy weapon. Give me a nuts chess piece. Give me something we can work with. Yeah, I can see it, but we will also lose our only curse after the next boss. And then the only chance for this to work, I mean, then again, if somebody puts bullshit in our hand, is that worth replacing this weapon? A 100% damage increase after just 3 AP usages. And this can stack, so if we use 6 AP, we get 200. If we use 9, we get 300. I don't think that works. Typhara's gonna get it though, yeah. Is it a harmonization? No, it's mutation, right? Fuck. Okay, so we have the harmonization fate. We have 1 harmonization piece, 2 harmonization pieces, 3 harmonization pieces. We need 2 more. 2 more harmonization pieces. What's the use of the Typhara crit? Well, have you ever heard about the creation and destruction solo carry? Me neither. But that isn't gonna stop me from believing in it. So I guess this is the moment where we just start randomly buying harmonization equipment, right? I mean, we have the coin. We have the fate. Might as well just get to it, right? So that's 1. That's another 1. I mean, she might not actually be creating attack cards. But is it gonna stop me? Then again, 150 coins is a lot. And we could also do something else with it. So we are in front of the next boss. So any changes we make now need to be good changes. What does my Council of Wise Men? What does my Council of Wise Men think of the idea of cutting barrier deployment? To make our draws even more deadly. What does the Council of Wise Men think of cutting barrier deployment? Of course. It's a keeper. The only one. Yeppers. We should flash creation and destruction. Don't cut it. Keep and buy another harmonization equipment. We could... Okay, let's buy the harmonization equipment first, do a refresh, see what we get. No harmonization equipment, which means now we would get into the degenerate gamble space. Because we have exactly enough coins to remove. Or we could redo and hope to buy another item at like 150. Or we can still, because even if we fail the gamble, we can still flash a card. Now, if we were to flash a card, which card would it be? We cannot flash this. I don't think we need a flash here. This card is already divine. This one's divine. Creation and destruction. Yeah, but it's a normal epiphany. I don't think that's worth. Oh! Flashing mutate. No, maybe. I mean, we could find something. Like permanent morale or some shit, because this shit is fucking expensive. Like, if we have to pay 3 for it anyway, I think flashing mutation has some really potent neutral epiphanies because it's a 3-cost exhaust card. Alright, oh well. Let's get our well-deserved harmonization equipment first. We got fucked. Once again, life strikes the gambling one. Wanna know why? Harmonization. 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 It couldn't have been a ring, but it's a ring. So, we have ice and we move on. Okay, before I ban you back into being average size, you know what, actually really big. Before I ban you and turn you into a really big chat again, 1, 2, or 3. I think 2 fortitude is really nice. I think 2 permanent fortitude might just save her ass on the regular. Like, we only need so much draw. But also getting a 2 AP payoff into next turn is kind of cool as well. 2 AP is temporary, fortitude is eternal. Well, well, well. Let's get it, Mr. Bossman. That's not very nice. It's a very bad card you took, you fucking bastard. Now, if anybody dares to say, oh, wouldn't you be glad to have cut barrier deployment by now? I don't want to hear it. Keep it to yourself. Some things are better left unspoken. Alright? We had to get rid of the 1 AP, 1 hit, 1 card anyway. Okay? Now, while our turn 1 looked like absolute gigantic ass, and the fact that he ate that card does not make it even a lick better. Doesn't mean that it ain't over yet because the fight has barely even started. So let's get those cards back. And let's get this into a ball game. It might have taken us a little to get here, but we are finally ready to stop pulling our punches. I don't think there's any point using this card though. Because we don't have any AP. So but But it's also getting used anyway, so... Is what it is. Ooh. Okay. But remember, second attack card onwards, 30% damage bonus. We go from... Also, why is he so healthy? Anyhow. We go from 286 to 335. And W Greed wins again. Because now clearly we have 9 hits. That's a lot of hits, you know. Let's get that shit. Okay, 50% damage bonus. 30% damage bonus to the next card. Distortion of knowledge, while it might be great, that's something for later. And we need to keep in mind, we have to reduce our things here a little bit. Because otherwise we might not be drawing any cards anymore. That'd be pretty bad. Okay, this is about, I think, the time. Like, the turn, there's not a lot we can do this turn, I would say. So, using this turn to get the 2 Fortitude out there and get some nice cards along the way. Start chunking away at this void where he took our cards to. And ever so slowly making our way towards Typhara Ego is a kind of a good idea. The real problem is we don't have any undos, right? So this card, it is gonna draw another card of this unit. In the pool we have the damage, creation, little bit of damage, draw more, get them back, and a bit more damage. But the real question is, well, how do we structure this? How do we order this, right? Because we technically could also use Iceworm's Raw to draw us another card. And we get the cards back he ate. Can we check what he ate? Is there a reliable way to check what he ate? Alright, let's make some hand space, play our first attack card for the damage bonus, and find out together what he ate. Okay, nice. Good. Use Quantum Seed for the draw one. Okay. Our hand is now 9 out of 10. Yeah, I think we use RIN and we see what we draw. Sweet. Sweet. Okay, we go all out. We go all out, balls to the wall, big damage right here, right now. We get the AP. Then again, the problem is Shackles of Hunger doesn't have any Veracity stacks. So, well, we might not be going as all out. And the card went into the void. Well, shit. So 609%. If I use this and lose a hit, do we gain more damage? Hard to say. Whatever, we continue.
心配想像の力よこのくらいなぜひ味わってみてください切り通し心を鎮めましょう
Okay. Get the harmonization out. Play out the upgrade card. While we still have the hand size, use Tiana. Get both attack cards back. Well, fuck. I guess I can't count to 10. But don't you worry. The knowledge of darkness is gonna be insane value. Watch. Like, you don't know how insane this value is gonna be. It's gonna draw Dark Mist Black Dance and Harmonization. So Harmonization is first gonna apply Vulnerable. No, you know, no, wait, what would be the best scenario here? I have no idea. We'll just see what happens. That was okay. Could have been worse. That was okay. Okay, use the attack card so we trigger combo and the attack card condition. Okay, you replace yourself and create a card and create an archetype. That's a lot of things you do. So we do harmonization to get the cost reduction and the vulnerable. Then we play you. Another. And we can do the full out, all out Shackles of Hunger. Expected damage 935% turns into 1685%. Say less. Then again, are we in focus state? We have the RIN partner. Are we currently in focus state? Because it's a 20% multiplier. No. We are not. See, what we are talking about is this right here. Increases the assigned combatant's attack. If the assigned combatant's card was used just before, 15% damage amount to attack cards can stack up to 2 times and is removed when a different combatant's card is used. Gain focus each time 2 of the assigned combatant cards are used, 20% bonus. Death closing in, very true. But it hasn't caught up to us yet. I wasted a bunch of damage. But don't worry about it. Just don't turn it into a clip for eternity if we actually end up losing. I might have forgot the fact that we boosted the next hit by 200% through the use of the card that we just used. So using it on a 2-hitter was a very dumb idea. But don't worry about it. Hey? Don't worry about it. 'Tis not a problem. I regret every single second of this, and see, this is why me, myself, and I together are in this situation. If you ever wondered, well, how did it even get this far? What are you even watching, right? If you were ever wondering, well, how did it even get this far? Exactly. Exactly. This Sortie 30 out of 30, it does something to you, man. Oh, that is really bad. That is really bad. That's like proper horrid. Oh, that is no good. Oh, that is no good. Oh, that is no good whatsoever. RIN! Come back to us. And yes, I misplayed. So, you might not see it yet, but I decided to keep the 2 spores on RIN that turned into 4, that then got discarded, right? What we should have done instead was keep the spores on Typhera, because that would have meant we now still had spores. I should have taken a look at her exact break bar and I should have known that she was gonna break. No? No? Could you be loved? I mean, not if you behave like this. Oh, what a beautiful hand. Oh, RIN, I love you. Yep. The wounds, they hurt so deep. They stab so deep. Mental breakdance. Oh, yummy. Ain't like we're in like very crucial turns or anything like that. Ain't like the guy about to gain 2 morale or anything like that. No, no. See, you didn't know it yet, but we actually have a lot of time still left. That's a horror. Maybe the face swap buys us another turn. No. Yep. Hardcore 30 out of 30 Sortie reaps another life. Don't tell me you're about to nerf this boss, right? Like, if in this temporary maintenance you're in any way, shape or form talking about a nerf to the 30-30 Sortie difficulty, I'm about to have a valid crash out. Okay? We're gonna check that together. We're gonna make sure that we did not get affected by anything mentioning in there. Right? So long as nothing in there has anything to do with me, then I will be fine. Let's have a look. We would like to inform you about an issue related to equipping partners. An issue has been identified where, after a certain point, attempting to equip newly acquired partners results in an error message. That doesn't really seem to help me. Well, what do you do? Temporary maintenance. Okay, shit, doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. Doesn't help me. Doesn't make me cry any less. Boss, if you have any mercy left in your heart, could you please target Typhara or Naja? Please? Well, shit. So, RIN, I'm sorry. I appreciate you stepping up and giving us your utmost performance. I was inadequate. I misplayed twice during this last turn. Now, you might be able to argue, yes, it wouldn't have changed the outcome, but could we really be sure about that? No. So, yeah, RIN, I deeply, deeply apologize. You shouldn't have ended up that way. Nobody should end up that way. But you have proven that you, in fact, have earned a very, very specific keyword tag. I know there were some people secretly doubting you and wondering, well, how does it, like, I can understand Nightmare, right? They can understand Nightmare. They can understand 9. Let's not talk about that guy yet. They can understand Serenial. But the moment they see your name next to the core tag, they start raising eyebrows. They start answering the weird questions. Like, are you really worth it? And yes, yes, you are, RIN. You have done a fantastic job. I am very, very proud of you. And Kairon, you